Hello everyone and welcome back to Technically Unsure, where I'm not really sure what I'm doing technically.
I'm sure I am not.
So today I got my hands on something that's not really released yet. It's going to be, I assume, very soon, both in terms of hardware and software. So of course, as you might have seen in the video title, I'm talking about TerraMaster F8 SSD Plus. So this new SSD that they are releasing, I'm very excited about it. Hopefully everything will work out of box. We already checked out another TerraMaster NAS, but this is a little bit different. This accepts 8 NVMe SSDs. So if you want to put a terabyte on each slot, so you can basically have 8 times 8, so 64 terabyte of flash SSD, portable SSD, which also comes with a 10 gigabit Ethernet. That's an important distinction. If you have that much horsepower and you have a gigabit or even 2.5 gigabit Ethernet, not going to cut it. So you need the 10 gigabit Ethernet to actually use all that bandwidth and all that speed. So it does come with it. That's what I've been told, what I heard. And then there is also 16 gigabyte DDR5 memory. Overkill, totally overkill. And then there's also, I believe they told me it is equipped with a Intel i3 8-core 8-thread processor, which I think it's going to be the i3. It's most like the N305 mobile CPU or something else. We'll see once I turn it on and do some CPU sysinfo. Hopefully we'll have some shell. Another thing that I have to reveal is that this one comes with the beta version of the TerraMaster operating system 6, TOS 6. They told me it's beta. They told me it's not released yet fully, but I have it, so we will take a look at it. Hopefully everything will work out properly. It's supposed to be portable and easy to use. So let me bring it out. Of course, I'm talking about this, right? So this is the model F8 SSD Plus. So it comes with 10 gigabit Ethernet, toll-free installation, TOS 6 operating system. Oh yeah, that's very important, by the way. They were saying it's very, very quiet. So we're gonna test that. 19 dBA, performance boost 200%. Not sure what that means, but X8. So 8 times M.2 NVMe SSD, 2280. Regular NVMe SSD. So let's take a look at it. In terms of pricing, I believe they're going to sell it for 1300, something like that. I'm going to ask them and put a correction if it is something else. So let's see what is in here. Powerful, speedy, and quiet. So that's the discount code or something. Yeah, here, 8 bay all-SSD NAS, a beast in the palm of your hand. Wow, it's it's that small, really. Now, okay, that should be something else. Yeah, this is the other NAS that we reviewed on this channel, F4 424 Max. If you haven't seen that video, go check that out. So they have a bunch of different variety of SSDs. Oh, there's a manual apparently. Let me see. Okay, so they are explaining how you take this part out and install the NVMe SSDs installation documentation, which is good. Okay, and let me put those aside. I'm excited. I just want to see the device first. Let's go. Okay. Wow, it's very light, very light. I thought it's like an empty shell. Let me see. Oh wow, that's beautiful and very, very, very light. It doesn't feel like a full-blown NAS. It's very light. So the most weight, when you hold it, you will feel it. It's not, distributed evenly. The most weight is here, yeah, obviously, because of I see the computer is over here and the fans and the shroud and the power supply, I guess, whatever. So this bottom is heavier. So yeah, it will stay like that. So, oh, that's rubbery. Very, very rubbery. I thought it's gonna fall. All right. And what else is in the box? Let's take it out and throw these away. So in here we have the power supply and the Ethernet cable, which I'm not gonna use, but I just want to see if they ship the Cat 6, Cat 7, or what. So it is a Cat 6. It's a Cat 6 cable, okay? And then there's the power supply. There's a screwdriver, a small one, Phillips one, and anything else in here? There's one more thing in here. Let's see. What is going on in here? Okay, let's see. What is this? So, okay. These are the heat sinks. I mean, thermal pads for the NVMe SSDs, and these are like rubber bands. We'll see what that is for, so I'm gonna put that aside. And this is the US plug. I'm glad that they shipped the right one. So you plug that in there, that's it. So this is okay. By the way, in terms of power supply, so this input is obviously 100 volt to 240. You just have to replace this if you're in another country. And DC output is going to be 12 volts, 6 amps. Okay, 72 watts. That's the power supply. So I assume the max is 72 watts, as that's the max it can send through this device. Okay, so in terms of IO, there is this DC volt, 12 volt input, which is this. There is HDMI output, which I'm going to connect, and there is the 10 gigabit Ethernet, and that's also RJ45. So it's not the fiber or the other one, so it's easy to use. And then there is, okay, two 10 gigabit USB 3.2 ports and another USB-C, that's 10 gigabit. And the power button is over here on top, okay? There's nothing else in terms of IO. And now where the documentation comes in, they were explaining and how to install the SSDs. Okay, so it is saying you take the screw out, pull it out. Okay, so the screw is thumb screw actually. So as you can see it over right here. So you do it like that. They're saying we remove that and comes up. There's another one, I thought. So hold on. TerraMaster facing this way. We remove the screw and the top comes out. So it's not pushed from here, is it? Do I do it like that? Okay, how? Should I put something in there and pull it out? Oh, okay. So I needed that tap, so it started going out. All right. I didn't want to put a lot of pressure. Okay, so the whole thing came off. Okay, easy. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4 NVMe SSD here. The RAM is here, and as you can see, the RAM is TerraMaster SRAM D5, 16 gigabytes, DDR5, 16 SODIMM. But the brand is, oh, wow, really? Look at that. The RAM chip itself says TerraMaster. I was expecting like Hynix or Samsung or something. It literally says TerraMaster. So I was not expecting that. I don't know if you guys knew about that, but I was not expecting a TerraMaster branded RAM chip. And yeah, overall, here's the other 4 slots for 4 NVMe SSD over here. That's the brand and the model and the version. Okay, that's the 10 gigabit port and the heatsink, which is gigantic. That's the weight. I can tell that's why it was heavy on this side. And yeah, 2 fans, Snow Fan branded fans. Okay, so these are the last 4. So because it says NVMe 5, 6, 7, 8, the first ones are 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. So I'm gonna start populating these, and there is also screws here in case you want, I guess, the shorter ones, right? But I have the 2280, so I will go with that. And I'm gonna see how many NVMe SSDs I have laying around, populate it, and then we take it from there. Okay, just give me a couple seconds.
A few minutes later.
Look at that. Look what I found laying around. So 4 terabytes, 4 terabyte, 4 terabyte, 4 terabyte. Okay, and this is very fast NVMe SSD. Okay, so it is a 7450 megabits per second. Okay, so let's go into fast forward mode. I am going to unbox these, then I'm going to install those. So yeah, let me open this like savages and put these inside. Okay, I found some more 2 terabyte. They are going to be different. That's 990, this is 980, and this is 2 terabyte, 2 terabyte, 1 terabyte, 1 terabyte, 1 terabyte. So you know what, I'm gonna populate it. Let's go into fast forward. It doesn't matter, hopefully it will work out. We'll see. All right, so that's what we did. Let's see if there's anything else in here. It's a thick paper. I keep thinking that there's 2 pages to it. No, this is it. Okay, and this is the warranty, limited warranty information. Okay, there is a compensation promises. If the product has quality failure or does not meet your needs, or you can contact us within 30 days after the purchase to replace it and get a compensation for an additional 6 months warranty. Okay, quick installation guide. Not sure if we're gonna need it, but I'm gonna keep it around. And that was the brochure, and that's it. Okay, let's do some cleanup over here. All right, I'm gonna put this back, I guess this way or that way. This way. All right. Yeah, so this we don't need anymore, and this is the thumb screw so it doesn't come off, so we're gonna put that back on. Okay, so let's plug that in there. Give me a couple seconds. All right, so I'm gonna connect the 10 gigabit. This is connected to the switch directly. It will support 10G if there is a 10G, and HDMI. Okay, and we didn't use these actually. We didn't use the heat sinks. So should I do that? They are actually, they shipped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8 thermal pads. Should I do that? You know what? If I don't and you guys, and the speed sucks, you guys gonna tell me that's because you didn't use the heatsink. That's what you get. So let's do that. Let's go into fast forward mode. Okay, so I'm done finally after hours and hours. All right, so that's the bottom. So you put it this way, the IO is that way. So put it that way, press it, flip it around, put the thumb screw in, screw, USB port, HDMI port, Ethernet 10G, and we are ready to rock. Okay, everything is connected. Now I'm gonna bring the power meter. Okay, there you go. Let's put it on there. Oh, it already made the first beep. And oh yeah, I see the grub. So let me start recording. Okay, so it's booting, making a bunch of beeps. Let's see. Okay, let's try admin. Okay, so default username is root and the password is admin. Okay, and it says the locale cannot change it, so it's not installed. Okay, is there an APT? No. So let's see IP address. By the way, the power consumption, as you can see, 18 watts right now, and we are kind of idle. We are not doing anything, so it's 18 watts. In terms of IP address, oh yeah, there is internet 172.16.132. That's correct. Okay, so hold on. Did I remove something? Okay, I don't know what happened. I can't type anymore. That's weird because I can see the keyboard is getting detected there. I can't type anymore. Okay, let me reboot it and I will be right back. Okay, we're back. I don't know what happened. I just restarted. Everything is working fine. And as you can see, I have the device names for all the 8 SSDs are SDZ, A, ZB, ZC, ZD. The default dev SDA, make sure you never touch that. That's the actual operating system where the TerraMaster operating system is booting from. So I zeroed out because the 4 NVMe SSD that I unboxed and placed, that was brand new, but the other ones that I put in the bag, they were not. And from the last video, I remember the TerraMaster does not like the SD cards, I mean the SSD drives that are not brand new, right? So I zeroed those out. So SD A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, okay? And that's the command that you see on the screen. Now let's go back to the web interface. For that, let's do IP address. Okay, so let's do LSCPU. That doesn't work. Okay, let's do cat etc CPU info maybe. No, sorry, cat proc, right? Was it proc CPU info? Yeah. Okay, so there you go, that's on the screen. Okay, let me grab model. You'll see there, right there, you see? So that's exactly what I thought. Intel i3 N305. Okay, and if we do nproc, there you go, you see it's an 8 core 8 thread CPU. And suspension or anything is there? No. And is there APT? No. Yum? No. Yeah, it's a little bit locked up. HD farm is there. That's good. Okay, we can come back to that. Let's go back to web interface. So let's do this. Now, this is the web UI. That's what you see on the screen. I'm just gonna follow it and go as you can see. The system will automatically initialize your TNAS device by default. If you wish to customize it, not really. Let's go. Let me see what it's gonna do first. And by the way, this is the power consumption. So when we are initializing the disk, okay, the following disks will be initialized. Yeah, go, whatever you want. Do all the disks. Okay, so when you're using it and it's initializing this, it went up to 28. You saw that? 27, 28. So anyway, it's not using all the disks. Seems like it's idling at 18 watt, 19 watt. When it's using the system, installing, configuring, using all the disks, goes up to 28 for now. Haven't forced the CPU to, you know, do any sort of benchmark or heavy loads or heavy tasks, but that's the power consumption, 28. For now, the highest number I've seen is 28. So I'm gonna fast forward, let this finish. I don't even know how long this takes. We'll take it when it's done. Okay, so as you can see, system will be ready in 5 minutes. It is installing the TOS 6 beta, I think. That's what they told me. So hopefully that will be the operating system. We're gonna go into screen recording and fast forward mode. Okay, so it rebooted as you see, and let's see. Device name, TNAS, S8 I guess, SSD 8, username, unsure. Let's see, Eastern time, where is it? There you go. Okay, security email, skip verification. Can I skip please? unsure@unsure.com. Let me skip. Okay, so you have to enter some email and then skip. Okay, I acknowledge. Let's go. Skip. Okay, that's nice. Security advisor already scanning. Username, security level, normal, file system snapshot, which I don't have. I don't think I have. Firewall is in risk. We haven't enabled, I guess. HTTP port is open. It's scanning terms TOS. Embed by iframe TOS. Okay. Security isolation mode, telnet and SSH TOS. Oh, that's the TerraMaster operating system. Okay. So in terms of service. So yeah, okay, not that. All right, let's go to the volume. Storage pool, there's none. Volume, there's none. So let's create a pool first, I guess. Oh, okay. So it detected 44444. It detected 44 terabytes, 22 terabytes, 221 terabytes. Okay. Yeah, T rate is fine. I hope it doesn't take forever. Can I see something on the screen, please? That it is working, please. I need some progress bar, something. Is it working? Oh, Docker is out of box, already installed. That's nice. We're gonna come there. We're gonna go there. Yeah, can you please stop scanning? I don't need it right now. First, create the volume for me, please. The volume first or the storage first? Yeah, storage pool first. Always like that. So why it didn't go through? T-rate, yes. All data, yes, that's okay. When the workload is high, NVMe SSDs will generate a lot of heat in order to keep your data safe and providing service. It's a heatsink. Yes, we did. Trust me, we did. Okay. Oh, janky UI. Come on. It was there and disappeared. Let's close this. Let's open it again. What are we looking at? T-rate plus? No, T-rate is fine. I want more storage for now. I don't care about data redundancy or security. Come on. Keeps showing it created, but there's nothing. It's crashing silently. So what's going on? Is there a pending update? Resource monitor overview. Is it initializing? Is it already doing something? Oh, actually, this is good. Well, let's take a look at this. It's showing the device temperature, CPU temperature, NVMe temperatures, fan speeds, all that good stuff. This is nice. And the date and time is incorrect completely based on the time zone that I set. So I'm assuming it didn't communicate with the NTP, which it should, and it didn't. And it didn't even set the time zone properly. I set it to Eastern time. Can you please apply that? There you go. Now we're talking. That's correct now. Okay. Yeah. So security. Okay. Where are we? So this is TOS 60436. So BIOS is that. System is the latest version. Okay, so why it's not creating the storage pool? I'm leaning towards removing some of the 1 terabyte ones. I'm just guessing maybe because it was on the 10% and it just stopped showing it to me. It is working in the background, it just doesn't show it to me. Yeah. Okay, while that's doing stuff, let's go through the App Store. So this TOS, TerraMaster OS, which is in-house developed, it's not Unraid or something, it's their own operating system. It uses its own App Store, obviously. So these are the recommended apps. Docker engine. Well, I thought Docker is installed already. No? Oh, it's not installed. It's a link that recommends you to install, which we can't install because it is initializing the storage, obviously. I wish I could see the progress bar, but all right. Yeah, I can't do anything right now. Okay, that looks like a Windows thing, the start menu thing. soon. Okay, let's give it some time, come back when the creation of the pool is completed. I'm sure it's creating, because you see every time I try to initialize it again, look, it shows up and disappears. What? It didn't even do that now. Let me show you again. Confirm, yes. Okay, alright, I jinxed it. It doesn't even show that, but I'm kind of sure it is creating it right now, but it just doesn't show it on the UI. Yeah, you see? Okay, it was 1% now. Maybe it's not creating it. Let me create without the last two 1 terabyte ones. Maybe that will help. Let me see. No, that did not help at all. And how about if I remove these and just do it with the 4 terabyte ones? Okay, we're getting somewhere. So seems like it didn't like the other SSDs that were different sizes. Oh yeah. That is totally it. I removed the 4 2 terabyte 1 terabyte ones. So it seems like it doesn't like that. It likes when it is exactly the same size. So I unchecked those and now it's synchronizing and creating the pool. But 600 minutes. Well, that's gonna take forever. All right. Yep, I don't have any other option. Okay, so let's wait for this, which is going to be a long time, and then we take it from there.
One eternity later.
Okay, so we are back and I have created the storage, and if we go to the storage pool, you will see there is the storage pool and I created a volume, okay? And the other thing I did was enabling the Samba SMB, and one more thing that I did was creating a shared folder called data. Now, that being said, let me go grab my files. Now, as you can see, 172.16.1.132, and this is the Samba share from the TerraMaster, okay? So I'm gonna copy one file. Okay, one disclaimer, this computer that I'm recording from, it is 2.5 gigabit, okay? So if it caps my 2.5 gigabit, I'm gonna go to my work computer and copy files from there, which is 10 gigabit. Let's go. So copying it. Oh yeah, that's definitely capping the 2.5 gigabit Ethernet, absolutely. And you can see the power consumption goes up to 35 watts when all the disks, there you go, 35 watts, stuck in 35. So when all the disks probably getting used, it's going to go up to 35. Okay, I was expecting obviously from 4 super powerful NVMe SSDs that I put in there, and from this powerful NAS, I was expecting it to definitely cap the 2.5 gigabit. It doesn't matter, so that's not that complicated. Now let's go to my other work computer. There I will do a 10 gigabit Ethernet test. Okay, so in this computer, I ran this test, which is the Crystal Disk Mark, and this is the score I'm getting. So it is not exactly capping the 10 gigabyte. That's what I'm going to say. So it is okay, it is fast, but it's not capping the 10 gigabit Ethernet. I was expecting a little bit more from this NAS. Also, in addition to Crystal Disk Mark, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to copy a 20 gigabyte file to this NAS and see how it does. And okay, it starts strong, but then it averages to 600 megabytes per second. Yeah, it's pretty consistent on that 600. Yep, I'm just gonna say it is a 600 megabyte per second NAS. It's not capping the gigabit. That's what I want to say. It is fast, very, very fast, but it is not 10 gigabit Ethernet fast. That's all I want to say. And in terms of speed, just in case you were wondering, like maybe like something is off with this computer or anything. So this is my TrueNAS share, and I'm gonna do the same test with the large file to my TrueNAS computer and see that in the same computer when I'm copying over there, as you can see, it's 1.1 gigabit and it is consistent. This is my NAS, that TrueNAS that I built, the hardware, and I've been maintaining it for the past, I don't know, 3-4 years. And yeah, that's what you will see. That's my TrueNAS. So that's what real 10 gigabits should look like. And this is more like 600 megabytes per second. Okay, now let's go back to the other computer. Okay, we are back over here. And as you saw that in the other work computer that I have, it was also going to 35 watts and I was recording it just in case. So yeah, that is, I'm not gonna call it a 10 gigabit. It's 600 megabytes per second copy over the network, okay? So in terms of Docker, after setting up basically the pool and the volume to store the data, you install the Docker engine and Docker manager and everything starts working. So there is no container containers, but it is super easy. You go to the images, you go to the registry. Let's make it big. I guess Ubuntu, let's say. We download it, okay, the latest, and we go to, that's it, that was fast. And then we go to, let's say, Nginx, we download it, we apply, and done. That's also done. Now, if we go to the local images, you will see there are two. And if you go to containers and add a new one, I can choose the Ubuntu one, okay? And how does it work? Launch one, okay. And no resource limits. Let's call it Ubuntu test, just in case. And high permission, no need, okay. Oh, so here we can also add the mapping to the share, Samba share that we have, which is on Shure. Actually, not that, this data. That's, yeah, exactly that. And let's mount that to MNT data. Okay, apply. Next. Storage is fine. Next, and confirm. Let's go to the containers in operation. It already launched, looks like it. And this restart, stop, add another one, and there are other things in here. Terminal, so let's take a look at it. If we go to MNT data, oh yeah, so that's my share, and that's where we copied the files and did the tests. So everything is very smooth. Now, since you have a Docker, basically you can run whole multimedia, a lot of multimedia applications on Plex, Kodi, I don't know, like the other one, Jellyfin. You can install and run all sorts of, you know, multimedia applications, gaming emulators, everything, right? If you have the Docker, you have access to many things. And in addition to that, they have this very extensive app center. We reviewed that before in the other TerraMaster. It's the same thing. So there are backup managers, TNAS for Windows, surveillance. You can hook up the cameras to this, VPN and USB and Plex media right there. There's Plex. You don't even need Docker for that. Yeah, this is nice. This is nice. And you can go all, and I was wondering if there's Jellyfin. Oh, Tomcat is also there. Jelly. Nope. Okay. So Jellyfin, you probably can go through the Docker's route, and that's also how I installed it on my environment. So yeah, there are a lot of applications here. Is there a count? Oh, that's it. Okay. So yeah, there are 49. I think that's the count of the apps. So there's torrent clients as well. PHP oh my god, do anyone still use that? I don't know. I used to use that probably 10 years ago. I don't remember, but oh, PHP BB. I really didn't think people are still using it, but anyway, VirtualBox, iTunes server, yeah, Elephant Drive, web server, and a bunch of other tools. So Nextcloud is also there, that I use, that I like. So yeah, you will be able to install and run a bunch of applications. Obviously you have Docker, you can install unlimited amount of applications just using that Docker, and overall it's very snappy. If we want to do some sort of benchmark but inside the container, we just basically can go here, get a terminal, and install sysbench, maybe. No, apt update, maybe we haven't. We should first execute that. Sysbench now. How about that, right? Okay, so sysbench threads equals nproc. First of all, let me run nproc. Yes, that's correct. So sysbench threads equal proc CPU run, and let's see where it goes. 36.5, 37, 36, and yeah, that's 39. I saw 39 for a second. Okay, so the score is 2300. Okay, 2300. Let's call it 23 and a half. Yeah, so yeah, CPU usage exceeded. Okay, so that's fine. That was intentional. So, but it tells you if one Docker abuses the CPU, and we didn't put a cap on it, and we used the 90%. So yeah, you can do stuff like that. It is fast, it is powerful. From what I gather, they don't give you root access to actual TerraMaster root OS. This is the web application that's running on it. You can SSH into it. I can show you. I can SSH into it, but that SSH environment is not really the root. You don't have access to many things. So if I do SSH on Shure 172.16.1.132. Okay, what is missing here? Settings. Let's go to the settings, services. SSH is enabled. Oh, sorry. Yeah, P9222. So it's not on the 22. Okay, so if we log in using the same password that, okay, you see immediately it tells you in the logs in here. These things I really like about this operating system. The logs are good and it's very verbose. It tells you whatever is happening to the system. So I like that. And then as you can see, if I do sudo-i, it's gonna say I can't change to the root, right? But if I go to temp and then do sudo-i, I'm kind of root now, but I don't have access to many things. So I am sudo-s, let's see. Yeah, see, I'm root now if I do ID, but you see the GID and UID is 99999. That's not the real one, okay? It has to be 0. So now if I try to access something, let's say in OPT, you see, I don't have access to it. So it's not a real root. You will never have that. From what I gathered, they don't give it to you, but maybe I don't want to go after jailbreaking. Obviously, I can, when it's booting from the grub menu, I can change the command line, insert stuff, get in there. I don't want to go there, but regular from web interface or anything with the SSH and so on, you're not going to have access to that root level to the operating system. Not easily. As I said, you have to do stuff from the grub part and other things. But overall, this seems to be in order. They told me this is beta and everything, but honestly, there was just a little bit glitch when I was trying to create the volume and container, what was it called, pool, right? When I was trying to create the storage pool, because my storage SSDs were different sizes, it wasn't working and it wasn't showing any error on the screen. It was just working and then disappearing. I had to figure that out on my own, but other than that, that small glitch, there was absolutely no other issues. So yeah, thumbs up definitely for the operating system. It's very fancy, very nice actually. So the only issue I have is that part. Yeah, that's the thing. Maybe there is a way to get rid of, make that 600 megabyte per second faster if we were allowed to make changes to the M.2 settings. So if I go to 9000, maybe I would get a little bit faster speed than 600 megabytes per second, but I looked around, I couldn't find it. From what I see here, there is no network settings in this admin panel. There are system settings, which is configuration and stuff, but yeah, there's nothing in there. Security notification, there's no way to change that. I didn't find anything for that. So there are stuff for remote access as well, so DDNS and stuff, and cloud access, discovery services, terminal file services, network. So here is the network settings, okay, that you will see. Okay, here, interface. Okay, so here, did it allow me? Oh, okay. So see, that I can try. Should I try it? Yes, of course I should. Okay, I'm gonna try. Let's do it 9000, okay? And I have to make the change in the switch, okay? So give me a couple of minutes. I will be right back. I have to log into the switch that this is connected to and also make sure that is 9000 over there. And then we will redo the test. Maybe it will get better. I will be right back. All right, I made the changes, and as you can see on this computer screen recording, if I go to settings and go to the network interface, and then here, edit, M.2 9000, and I logged into my switch and I changed that to 9000, and the computer that I'm trying 10 gigabit from is also set to 9000, and as you can see, that's 10 gigabit internet speed. Now let's go back to my other computer with 10 gigabit connection. Okay, so let's try again, get the large file and copy that over here. Let's see if it made any difference. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay, there you go. There you have it. So now you don't have to wonder if we tried 9000 M.2 would have helped or not. Okay, let's go back to my other computer. We're done here. Yep, so as we talked, that's 34 watts. It's still copies going in from the other computer. So even with 9000 M.2 value, it is capping at 600 megabytes per second. Still impressive. I was expecting more, but yes, it is what it is. Yeah, Docker is working, apps are working, and everything else is working perfectly. And it is extremely quiet. I mean, it just doesn't even make any noise at all. I don't even know if it is turned on really. So even when we ramped up and did the benchmark and stuff, still it was not audible at all. So thumbs up from me. I just wished the copy was faster a little bit, but not gonna complain. It is still acceptable and good, and Docker and everything else is working just like how it was in the other TerraMaster NAS as well. Okay, thanks for watching, and please let me know if you want me to run certain benchmarks or tests or anything else, or if you have any questions regarding this device. I think it's going to be released very soon, or maybe it's released by the time I release this video. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.